Go and make disciples of all nations. Matthew 28:19-20. Engages in ministry of the Assemblies of God World Missions Department and provides an opportunity for spiritually mature Christians from the U.S. to develop relationships with new believers on the foreign field and disciple them. The U.S. has a strong Christian heritage. 77.7% of U.S. population identified with a Christian denomination in 2001. Christians here are schooled in doctrine in Sunday school, youth group, Sunday morning service, Sunday evening service, Wednesday evening services, and special church events. For the rest of the world, the Bible has been translated into only 123 of approximately 6,800 languages. The Christians in the underreached parts of the world need to be discipled. This happens when people who have been trained, as most have been in the U.S., go to these people and transmit what they have learned. Churches in Africa should not have to depend on a 16-year-old who has only recently converted to Christianity for pastoral leadership when there are Christians who are spiritually mature and full of teaching living unutilized in the United States. The Christian walk does not involve purely receiving spiritual nourishment from God. It also necessitates transmission of what we have received to others. This is called discipleship. If we do not give as well as receive, we become spiritually withered and do not bear fruit. Continual growth requires constant giving. God waters the vine, Jesus. The water goes from the vine to the branches, disciples. The water goes from the branches to the fruit, new Christians. If there is no new fruit for the water to go to, the branches stop growing and fall off the vine. U.S. churches are a difficult place to fulfill this part of your walk. Moving chairs doesn't count unless chairs is what you have received from God. Most of the people in your church have probably received the same discipleship as you. I have not heard of any ministries accepting applications to preach from the general public. Having a BA in pastoral ministries should not be a prerequisite for membership in the priesthood of all believers. Engage provides an accessible, streamlined process for anyone to fulfill this aspect of their walk with God. There are more people living in cities versus the country than ever before. An evangelist could reach more people in a short amount of time than ever before. These new converts need to be discipled. Engage will provide the manpower to disciple them. Engage is starting locations in every major population center around the globe. We want people who are free from debts, family responsibilities, and job responsibilities. College students fit this category quite nicely. Students will serve 2 years in the program and may take 60 credits through a regionally accredited university at the same time. It costs less to go to the Engage program than it does to be a full-time student at most U.S. universities. If a person is already planning on spending money to get a college education, join Engage. We can help you grow with God and save you money. Students will learn a second language. They will learn both practical and spiritual skills. They will have a valuable experience that would be more difficult to have at any other time in their lives. They will discover their giftings and be able to utilize them. Engage isn't looking purely for laborers. The purpose of Engage is to provide our students with an environment that fosters personal growth and dependence on God. We will do whatever it takes to help our students become all that God has created them to be. When that happens, they cannot help but fulfill the call of God on their lives. Engage provides students an opportunity to test the call of God on their lives. Students will receive one-on-one mentorship from an experienced missionary and older students. Students will be able to utilize their unique gifts and ministries they initiate and/or lead. Students will be able to speak into other people's lives. You have learned a second language, which in this ever-shrinking world is becoming more and more important for finding a job. You will have learned many practical skills. Your eyes will have been opened to other cultures and worldviews. You will have made connections with people in another part of the world. Your faith will have grown and changed in ways that would not have been possible had you not gone. You will have had an experience that will stay with you for the rest of your life.